Okay, so we can start in a couple of minutes. Okay, so in yesterday's class we have solved some questions from the periodic table chapter. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
today we will continue to revise this chapter. We will summarize some basic points and then we will do some questions. So yesterday we saw that group number is equal to number of valency electrons. Correct? So if you know the number of valency electrons, you can tell what is the group number. For example, lithium, Li. Atomic number
Three.
3.
Three.
Electronic configuration.
Two. One.
So 1 is the number of valency electrons. So the group number is 1, we can tell. How can we tell the period number?
Number of shells.
Number of shells.
Yes, number of shells. In this case, for example, they are the 2 shells. So can we say that it is in group 2?
Period 2.
Sir, period two.
Period 2. Yes, it is
Sir,
in
period 2.
it is in period 2. Okay, so it is in group 1, period 2. Next, valency. How can we tell the valency? For 1A, 2A and 3A. Okay, directly the valency will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, but for 3B, okay, you can open your textbook, the periodic table. Okay, that is always good whenever we are discussing periodic table. Okay, always keep referring to the periodic table, so it will be able to understand better. Okay, so 3B to 2B. From 3B to 2B, these valencies are variable. Okay, variable. So that is why in our textbook and syllabus we have not discussed about this one. Okay, this is variable valencies. Next, 13, 14. Okay, group number 13 and group number 14. For this one, what we have to do? We have to subtract this group number minus 10. Okay, so that will be 3 and 4 respectively. Valency of this. Okay, 15 group, 16 and 17. Here we will subtract 18 with the group number. Okay, so 18 minus 15 comes 3, 18 minus 16 comes 2, 1. Okay, and the valency of group number 18 will be valency of group number 18.
Sir, 2. 8.
Valency of 18th group.
0.
Sir, 0. 0. 0.
0. Okay, so in short, you can summarize in one place. Okay, we are interested in this one, we are not interested in this one, but because obviously you can get doubt why we are not talking about this 3b to 2b. Okay, they have variable valences, we don't want to complicate. So for 13 and 14, group number -10, so that is 3 and 4. So here either you try to remember like this, or you know what is the representative element of that group, no, the top one. For example, carbon is there. Carbon is the representative element of which group? Okay, you can open your textbook, keep the periodic table before you.
14.
14, no? Carbon is in 14 group. So 14, 4A. So group number 14, 4A, it is having valency of 4. Okay, the moment it is going to 5, that is group number 15. Okay, then what it becomes? We cannot have valency of 5, because from there it will try to lose the electron, not gain the electron. Will it try to lose the electron or gain the electron? 15, 16, 17 group?
It will gain the electrons.
Gain the electrons. To get octet configuration, it will try to gain the electrons. Okay. And up to 14, what is happening? It will lose the electrons. Its tendency is
Yes,
to
sir.
lose the electrons. Okay. So that is why in 1 to 3 it is a direct. Here you can remember group 1, group 2, group 3, it is 1 to 3. In group number 13 and 14 it is coming 3 and 4. That is also not so difficult to remember. 13 and 14, 3 and 4. 15, 16, 17, it will be 18 minus group number, that is a 3, 2 and 1. For 18 it will neither lose or gain electrons, therefore it is a 0. Next, what are the trends? Okay, this is a place again, a lot of confusion comes. Okay, trends in the periodic table. So first trend, that is always best, easy and best, is atomic size. Atomic size. So across the down the group, okay, down the group, whether the atomic size will increase or decrease?
It will
Will
increase.
increase.
Increase, no, because it is becoming heavy and heavy atom, no, atomic number is increasing.
Yes, sir. More number of electrons are getting
Yeah,
let into
more
it.
number of electrons, protons, everything, so it is becoming big size. Yes, so definitely it will be down the group, the atomic size is increasing. What about across the period?
So it will
It
decrease.
will.
It will decrease. So all my arrows are only for increase. Okay, direction of the arrow here is increase. Okay, I am not showing decrease, only one thing, whichever side the arrow will indicate, that is increase. Okay, so across the period is like this, increasing is this side. So you will have the larger size. Now for example, you can see in your periodic table sodium and argon, which will be the larger size?
Argon.
Argon.
Sir, argon.
But I have written something else, no, here. From here to here we told that size is increasing. From here to here
So
size is
decreasing.
decreasing. Think about it.
So argon will be smaller.
So here most of the students will again confuse, because from top to bottom size is increasing, because that atomic number is increasing, size is increasing. Okay, till for this one that much of confusion is not there. But when it comes to across the period, okay, then the size has to decrease. Fluorine, okay, fluorine argon. So the size of the sodium will be larger. Okay, so across the period, what is happening, that the sodium, this group 1, okay, that will be larger compared to say halogens. Here 17 halogens and then argon is coming. Why this, can you think about any logic why it is happening? That down the group, simply we know that atomic number is increasing, more electrons, more product, it is becoming big size, okay, but what about this period, it is
More
decreasing.
protons are there, that's why the force
Yes.
of attraction is more.
So what is happening, is the shell number increasing here?
Sir, it increases the nuclear cool, which decreases the size.
So when we are going from group 1 to group 17, let us take for example, okay, from group 1 to group 17, when we are going, is the number of shells increasing or decreasing?
It will remain same.
The same.
It will remain same. So number of shells is same.
Decreasing.
Number of shells is same, only the number of protons and electrons will increase. Okay, so then what is going to happen, the electrons are coming here only, no, in the same shell they are coming, no, but number of protons are
Yes,
increasing
sir.
in the nucleus, so therefore the positive charge can attract those electrons much more towards itself, size will become small. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So because the electrons are getting added in the same shell, same energy level, therefore there is no increase in the size. Increase in the size means more shells has to add. Okay, in the same period, that is not happening, but number of protons is increasing. Therefore, the size of the atom will become less as we go from group 1 to group 18 or group 17. Okay. Okay. This is one trend. Another trend is a metallic nature. Okay, metallic nature. So metallic nature, down the group, it will
Increase.
Increase.
Sir,
increase. Increase. Why increase? Because as you are going down the group, the size of the atom is increasing.
Yes.
Whether the atoms are becoming more and more stable.
No, sir.
No. They are not becoming stable. They are getting so much of more and more electrons. They want to get rid of that. They are more metallic nature. You know that metals will form what kind of ion?
Electropositive.
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 Okay, electropositive. So the tendency to lose the electron increases as we go from the top to bottom of the periodic table within the group. Okay, so therefore metallic property increases. Okay, what about across the period?
It will increase.
Increases.
Sir, it will decrease.
Decrease.
Increase.
Sir, decrease.
Decrease. So my arrow is correct. It is.
Yes, sir.
So the same thing I will write for non-metallic nature. It is has a higher tendency to form electronegative ion. It will accept the electrons. Non-metal. Metal will lose the electron. Non-metal will gain the electron. Okay. Now, in the group, the metallic, the non-metallic nature, down the group, it will increase or decrease.
It will
Decrease.
decrease.
Sir, decrease.
Decrease. So because I am drawing arrow only in increasing order. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
The upper ones are more non-metallic. The elements lower in the group will be more metallic. Okay.
Upper ones are non-metallic.
Are non-metallic. Across the period,
Increase.
yes, there is an increase in the non-metallic nature as we go from the left to right of the periodic tables. Okay, so this metallic and non-metallic nature you can see are exactly opposite to each other. So here one another point will come, that is there is a transition between this metallic and non-metallic nature. Okay, so we say they are the metalloids. Okay, so metalloids basically they will have a little bit more of a metallic nature, but they will also show non-metal properties. Okay, so in such a case we are not able to really decide so strongly, that it is a metal or it is a non-metal. So we simply say in that case it is a metalloid. Okay, so we will not go too much into metalloid because the definition of metalloid itself is not a standard definition in chemistry. Okay, it is not a standard definition. It is something like, defining an atom and electron is all very standard. Okay, but defining a metalloid is not so standard. It is a kind of accepted way of things. Okay, so metalloids are a transition between metals and non-metals. Now, how do we know that it is a metal? Based upon a chemical property, can you tell that so and so is a metal?
Sir, this is structures
Yes.
which form electropositive ions orbitals.
Yeah, anything else? Any other chemical method? You can use some kind of reaction to tell that it is a metallic. Metals will form what type of oxides?
Sir, property of magnetism.
No, I'm talking about chemical
The
properties.
basic oxides.
Basic oxides. So metals will form basic oxides, okay, and non-metals will form the acidic oxides. Okay, some like sodium. Sodium is metal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if sodium is reacting with water, okay, it will form sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a base. So how can we know that any particular oxide is acidic or basic?
So by litmus paper.
Litmus papers we will use when it is a solution. No, when it is a solution we will use litmus paper. So what we will do, that oxide we have to react with water. Okay, so or that metal you can react with water, or you can react that with base. For example, if it is a basic oxide, it should react with acid to form salt and water, correct?
Yes, sir.
And acidic oxide should react with a base to form salt and water. If
Yes.
that reaction is not taking place, that means it is not the respective opposite. Now for example, it is reacting with both acid and base. Okay, then we say that it is amphoteric nature. Okay, here you should not confuse it with neutral. Okay, neutral oxide, any example?
Water.
H2O.
Yes, any more? Carbon monoxide can be considered neutral oxide, but carbon dioxide is
Acidic.
Acidic.
acidic oxide. Okay, because carbon dioxide reacting with water to form carbonic acid. Carbon monoxide is not reacting with water, neutral oxide. Similarly, nitrogen oxide, N2O, okay, all these are there. Amphoteric, here zinc oxide, aluminium oxide, Al2O3. These are amphoteric. Means what? They will react with both acid and they will also show reaction with base. Okay. Since it is showing both acidic and basic property, it is amphoteric. Neutral means it will neither react with the acid nor it will react with the base. Okay. That is the difference. So, in brief, we covered metallic, non-metallic nature. Okay. Next, we will go to the reactivity. Okay. So, we will see reactivity. Down the group, the reactivity will increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase.
increase,
Increase. So you can also think in this way, because down the group, they are becoming very heavy, they are become very unstable. So they are become very
yes,
unstable means what? They will react. They want to react as soon as possible and form some stable compound. Okay. So down the group, the reactivity is increasing. Little bit that we are seeing the difference with respect to reactivity is that there is a transition. Okay. Group 1 to group 14 and after group 14 up to group 18. Okay. There is a transition. First we saw here in group 1, the reactivity is increasing down the group. And what about group 17?
it decreases down the group.
Decreases down the group. Okay. That means when it comes to reactivity, these two are showing opposite orientation. Group 1 is showing increasing metallic character down the group. Group 17 is showing increasing non-metallic character up the group. Okay. Here reactivity is increasing down the group. Here reactivity is increasing up the group. Okay. So group wise you can see that the reactivity is opposite to each other. Group 1, group 17. Next, what about the period? 1 to 14. Directly 1 to 17 we are not able to say, because there is a transition. You know that 1 to 14, whether it will want to gain electron or lose electron?
Will lose
Lose.
electron.
Lose the electron. 14 to 17, what it want to do? It want to gain the electron.
Gain.
Okay. Therefore, again here orientation will change. So 1 to 14, the reactivity is going to reduce. This one from 14 to 1, that means this side is highly reactive. So you can remember like this, the sodium, highly reactive, no? Small piece you put on the water, it will start
Yes,
dancing and burn like anything, highly reactive. Sodium, potassium metal, all of these highly reactive. But as you are going towards the 14 group, that is the carbon, simple carbon will not react so easily, no? Just you take some pure carbon like diamond or graphite or coal or anything, simply you keep, it will not react. So this way also you can remember. Okay. 14 to 1. Here there is a more reactive, less reactive. Then when we are moving from 14 to 17, reactivity will
increase,
Increase.
increase. Okay. Reactivity will increase. Group number 18 is stable. No reactivity, no business. Okay. So in this way, in very much a brief, okay, just conceptually you try to understand, summarize in one place, compare the things and see, okay, whether what you are learning from say 500 to 1000 alphabets, you should be able to summarize in a short, okay, in very brief, and you should see that whether you understood, and always correlate it, okay, with the periodic table. Always go back to the periodic table and check, okay, 1 to 14, yes, 1 to 14, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, okay, silicon is more reactive, sodium is not, okay, sodium more reactive. So in this way what happens is that you will not only try to remember this, like this, you want to just take a snapshot or you remember that, you will also correlate it with this, what is actually there, the elements, okay, you will remember much better, okay. Any doubts you have, you can ask. Okay, so what we will do is, in the next class, okay, next class will not be a combined class, so in next class we can,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, can you please revise water chapter next class?
Water chapter you want, okay. So shall
Yes, sir.
do some more questions from periodic table, or it
Yes,
is
sir.
sufficient?
Sir, it's sufficient.
Sufficient, okay, rest of you
Sufficient.
sufficient, right? Okay, so we will move to water chapter next, okay. I have taken your attendance, thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.